Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4 of the Create Flavored Modpack. Now, as you can see from that little montage, I decided to pretty much build the entire storehouse. I wasn't sure how to make it entertaining on camera, so I decided to just do like a montage style. As you can see, the inside is still not finished. It's going to be 3 floors tall, so we'll have the first floor here, second there, and third up there. The first floor is going to be pretty much filled with chests. So we'll have chests here. And then we'll use the inventory connectors from Tom's Simple Storage mod to connect them all into a single network. I also at some point want to do a fancy crate door, but I don't think we're going to get to that today. But what I do want to do today is first off collect a bunch of ender pearls. We'll do that throughout the episode. I've already gotten one, so yeah, hopefully that won't take too long. I have a little setup here, so I should just have to AFK for a few nights. But first things first, I want to get a bunch of chests built. I'm not sure exactly how many we're going to need. But I'll just make maybe half a stack. So I'm just going to place these down like this. I want to have at least 2 layers tall. But for now, I think... yeah, something like this will do. So that was half a stack of chests. So each side will be a stack. That should be doable. Which has definitely been working. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of... I'm not sure why, but this tree farm really likes to glitch out. But yeah, we've gotten a lot of wood, quite a bit of wheat, and a little bit of kelp. Alright, and there it is with all the chests in place. This place is looking pretty crowded. It's also looking a little bit dark. I may have to bring in some lamps or something. But it's nighttime once again, so I think I'm gonna try to hunt down some more Endermen. Alright, I don't think that's gonna work very well. I managed to die. So I think I might try to find a warped forest. And the nether is pretty dangerous, so... yeah, I don't know if that'll work either. Alright, I finally managed to find a warped forest. Almost 1,000 blocks away, which is always fun to see. So, yeah, I think I'll try to find some Endermen. Not seeing any so far, though. What is that thing? That is terrifying. So I did, admittedly, a lot of grinding off camera, and I managed to get 18 ender pearls. It's still not going to be enough, but it'll definitely do for now. And apparently they actually will stack probably up to 32 maybe? Or maybe 64. But yeah. So this will allow us to at least get started with the Tom's Simple Storage mod. Alright, so in order to make each inventory connector, we're going to need a diamond, ender pearl, 2 chests, and a redstone comparator. Alright, and there's the first few inventory connectors we can make. And I managed to craft a few more. So We're also going to need some inventory trim, which will allow us to basically connect all the chests up together. And that should be everything that we need to make a storage terminal. We needed to go and grab some glowstone, 2 more comparators, a piece of glass, and a chest. There we go. And I'd also like to immediately upgrade it into a crafting terminal. That will allow us to actually craft from the inventory. Oh man, it's so awesome seeing the build from this distance. It's nice to be able to appreciate the work. Alright, so the idea is to have our crafting terminal over here. And that does mean we're going to need to break through the wall here. I don't think I'm going to go that way. I think I'm going to come this way and see if we can get underneath the chest behind here. Yeah, something like that. Then we'll just place... We only need 1 connector per area, per chest, I mean. So we'll probably just start like this, 3, 4, 5. We'll do these first 10 or so chests. Next, we just need to connect this all up with an inventory trim, all the way to where we want the terminal. And I'm actually 1 short for what I want. But we can still take a look at this. So, if we put, say, 64 cobblestone in this chest, if we open this... Oh, right, so the terminal here actually needs to be connected to an inventory connector. Hopefully that'll fix it. Still no, really? Alright, so if I place it on this, it works. But for some reason, the inventory trims aren't working. Alright, so I shortened it up a little bit, and I guess that works now. I'm not exactly sure why it wasn't working before. Hopefully we can modify this again and maybe have it decorated a little bit better. But for now, this will definitely do. So what I'm going to do now is move as many items in as I can. It's going to feel so nice to have an empty inventory. This is also a good opportunity to use my backpack. Alright, so I managed to move a majority of my stuff into the system. As you can see, we have 1,512 slots free still. So yeah, we're not even close to filling it up yet. And since we made a crafting terminal, it should be so much easier to craft everything up. So for example, if we want to make a few more chests, we can go like that, and then we can craft an inventory connector. This is a really rudimentary version of refined storage and applied energistics. I'm not sure exactly how in-depth it can go. I'm not sure if there's any sort of sorting or priority system, so what I want to do eventually is have a separate, not chest, but I want to use the... What I want to do eventually is actually use the vaults from Create. They can store a lot more items, and it should make storing things like wood and apples and kelp so much simpler. Especially if we get our train set up going through here. And yeah, then we can pretty much automate everything and just have everything in one central location. I think it's going to be really good. Speaking of trains, I've been doing a little bit of testing in a creative world. I've already got my my train all designed out, so Yeah, as soon as we're able to, I want to get started on trains. It's gonna be a little bit before we can do that. Maybe not next episode, but possibly after that. I'm not really sure what I want to do for the next episode. Alright, so there's one thing I wanted to try really quick. I sort of noticed this while I was editing, and maybe it works? Let's see here, so if I get rid of this now... Oops. Ah, okay. Wait, that didn't affect it at all? I'm so confused. Alright, so moving it to the back did seem to work. So, something I noticed while editing was... we don't actually need all of these connectors. Apparently every chest that's adjacent to this is just automatically connected. Let me just double check and confirm. Yeah, we have the exact same amount that we had before. Which means every single one of these chests is already hooked up. That's pretty awesome, actually. But it does kind of mean that I wasted quite a few materials, especially the diamonds, but we'll probably actually end up using those in the future. So the next thing I want to do in this episode is actually to basically decorate the rest of the new build. And I also want to see if we have time to actually hook up the door. Now I've already made a crate piston door before in the 200 days video, I believe. It might have been in the first 100 days though. Yeah, so I'm just gonna set up a system down below, and then it'll just slide up and down. I also would like to make the second and third floor in here. So I'm just gonna pull out some deep slate and basically repeat the pattern that we did here up on the second floor. It might also be nice to have some sort of staircase in here, but I was just thinking about it, and maybe we go a little bit more fancy with it. But for now, yeah, I'm just gonna use some dirt to get up there. And one other thing that we can do is actually create a wireless terminal. And hopefully all we have to do is... Oh, do I have to be looking at it? That's so weird. Looks like I can upgrade it though with a netherite ingot, and that will actually let me bind it to a terminal. I haven't found any netherite yet though, so that'll probably be a mission for another day. But we have the second and third floors now figured out. I'm gonna leave the top layer blank for now. Maybe I put my bed up here. Yeah, might as well. But the second floor, I'm planning on doing sort of a... Just heard an Enderman. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill this guy really quick. Although I don't really need ender pearls anymore. And I got distracted once again. Basically, I'm gonna be moving my command center, if you want to call it, yeah, to this, so anything that we need crafted is gonna be moved here. Eventually, I might put my, auto crafter system up here, or my, what's it called again? Yeah, the mechanical crafters. So maybe we'll have one in here, just to make the recipes a little bit easier to access. And I just said access really weirdly. But what I want to do now is actually work on the door. And we're going to be using Create for that. I think I mentioned that already. So I just want to dig a pretty decent hole down here. And I'm going to be using palisades for the actual door itself. Hopefully this will work. So we'll go something like this. For now, we might be able to leave it. So in terms of things that we're actually going to need for this build, it's pretty simple. We're just going to need a water wheel for power, some cog wheels to speed the wheel up a little bit. Might need a gearbox or two, I'm not really sure yet. We're going to need a sticky mechanical piston and some piston extension poles. Super simple recipe. And with the power of this crafter, this should be pretty easy. There's the water wheel. A gearbox. Some of our extension poles. And a mechanical piston. Now I'm actually going to need to create some slime balls here. Unfortunately, we don't have the ingredients yet. So I'm going to go back to the mill and maybe grind some lavender up. And that's the slime ball crafted up. And the mechanical piston upgraded. Alright, so I'm just underneath the floor here. I'm going to place my sticky mechanical piston that way. Make sure to shift right click it. Get some extension poles. And actually, this is in the wrong place. So this actually needs to be down below. So it needs to be at least 3 below this. So 1, 2, 3. So that should be good like that. And we'll have 3 extension poles like that. Which means, okay, this needs to be rotated. Not like that. Like that. Nope. I could just pull out my wrench and fix it. Might be easier. There we go. So we need to place the extension poles down again. Just like that. And coming directly from this, we're actually going to need to put down our water wheel. Probably about 5 or 6 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put it here for now. If it needs to be moved, we can move it a little bit later on. We'll go something like that so that the water can go, oops, over top. It'll flow just like that. And, oh, we're also gonna need some, I can't remember the name of them at this moment. See if I can reach the terminal from here. Oop, there we go. The word I was looking for is shafts. Alright, there we go. So this rotation is going this way. Perfect. So we'll need a gear shift, I believe. Yep. I think I'm just gonna build the rest of this off camera and then come back in. All right, and the door is done. So if we step on this pressure plate here, it'll lower it down, press it again, and it goes back up. I decided to use full planks up at the top, so when you're walking over it, it's just a smooth ride. If you just use the palisades, it kind of acts as a fence, so there's like a little bump here. might also notice that we have an obsidian pressure plate out here. This is pretty much just to prevent mobs from being able to open the door. So I can press it, but other monsters can't. Alright, so we can take a quick look at the redstone and other mechanics behind this. So, starting off, we have a couple of water wheels back here. We need 2 in order to make it the max speed. Then we just have some gears here that bring it up to the max speed, and a belt here that transfers the power over to the gear shift. In order to activate the gear shift, which will make the piston move up or down depending on whether it has a redstone signal or not, we actually have a toggle latch here. So anytime this thing gets a redstone input, it'll switch. Oop. Guess I had a torch there in the way. And so we just have a little bit of redstone going from the inside and the outside, and each one will power the toggle latch. And we also needed 4, I believe, of the poles instead of 3, because I added a few more bricks underneath just to make it look a little bit nicer when it's fully extended. As you can see here, it is pretty much smooth. And then when we open it back up again, yeah. Super simple design. You might also notice that I just put a ladder here at the back. What I want to do in the future is have some sort of elevator that'll like maybe be over here. Maybe we can get rid of a few of these chests. And yeah, that'll allow us to select from each of the different floors that we want to go to. But for now, I just have a ladder here. I also moved all of the furnaces over here. I really need to get some more coal. I smelted up some dried kelp here. Definitely low on fuel. And yeah, the third floor is pretty much the exact same. Ah, great. Yeah. I opened the door and a creeper was there, which blew up everything. And one last detail that I forgot to mention is I actually added one of these signs, I guess they're called. Let me actually see what it is. It is a hanging sign, and you can actually put an item in it, and for now I just put a chest in there. Eventually I do want to put a bundle in there, just to make it look like a storehouse. The chest looks pretty good for now, but yeah, I think the bundle would look a little bit better. And with that, I think we're gonna end things there for today. This episode has been super grindy. I've spent about 10 or so hours on it already. Mostly looking for ender pearls, so yeah. In the next episode, I want to tackle some more automation things, so I want to get started on making crushing wheels. And for that, we're actually going to need mechanical crafters. So we'll try to tackle that in the next one. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.